know these nations don't like me. Everything they do is out of spite, yeah. Cause they know that Bible talking about me. But we're strong through the power of his might, yeah. Yeah, I know these nations don't like me. Everything they do is out of spite, yeah. Cause they know that Bible talking about me. But we're strong through the power of his might, yeah. The Most High, I know he got me. Read the OT, you wanna know about me. They do, but don't doubt me. The good news, you can't stop it. Now that we waking up, studying the Bible, we cooking up. Everything looking up, 20 deep, we be pulling up. Teaching our people the truth. That's who we are. Showing scriptures for proof that what we do. They used to call us.
All right, welcome back to Four Corners News.
Where the truth speaks.
I'm Captain Zakar to my left.
Captain Severus.
To my right.
Officer
To my
Elishua.
far left.
Officer Tobias.
And to my far right.
Officer Lyell.
We make up Four Corners News.
That's right.
Hey, let's get into it, because, man, we great cast down imaginations with this wicked hell day.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Valentine's Day.
You said it right.
It's also actually called Lupercalia. You know, however they say it, man. But that's what it is. They just flip the name on you, right? Go to the article. Pull it up, man. Pull it up. We're going to get some history about where it come from. Look at that. It says Violent Times Day. Read that.
Brutal origins of Valentine's Day, where women were whipped, then forced to couple up in Roman Love Island.
In Roman Love Island, we know what color the Romans are. So for all you black folk that celebrate Valentine's Day, you once again follow it after your oppressor.
Right.
It said they were forced. Right. Y'all want to bring up Kobe? Let's see what Esau be doing. Let's bring up that.
Bring it up, man.
Right.
Go back to that. Go back to that. Let's read that article real quick. Scroll down some. In centuries, right there.
In centuries gone by, February 14th has seen some seriously strange traditions that include women being forced to couple up in a Love Island style ceremony.
Let's go down. You see the picture. He can explain what's going on in the picture. Go ahead. Read that. Yeah, right there.
Women would be whipped by raw animal hide in a brutal festival believed to have inspired Valentine's Day.
Yeah, see, man, y'all know about these Edomites, man. They crazy, man. They come up with some crazy stuff. They ain't got no God, man.
That was their foreplay right there.
Right on the head. That's their foreplay. Get the whips out.
Animal skin.
They've been having whips since Rome.
Oh, man.
Damn devils. You know they Esau. Go back to it. Yeah, let's read that.
The Roman festival of Lupercalia, one of the earliest instances the date became synonymous with love, was launched to promote fertility in women, but its barbaric acts were distinctly unromantic. Women would voluntarily subject themselves to whippings from men who use raw animal hides, supposedly believing it would help them to have babies and ease childbirth.
So they let you know, even since the days of Rome, white folks ain't been able to have babies like Israel.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they make up this stuff. Whip me with some damn dog meat or something, anything to help me have a baby.
But the nuggets wasn't working.
Israel popping about.
Right.
We got to keep up with these Israelites, man. Do something. Make up something, y'all.
Just
wipe some blood on me.
Just hit me across the head with a dip.
Pow! Go back to the article, man.
Crazy, man.
Read that.
They then were forced to take part in a matchmaking lottery.
Yeah, this is where I wanted to get to. Read that part again.
They then were forced to take part in a matchmaking lottery to be paired up with a suitor who they would reportedly then have sex with throughout the remainder of the festival.
Wow.
Remember that, because this is going to play a pivotal part. They got linked up with somebody, and then they just had sex with them. That sounds very familiar.
One night stand.
That sounds very familiar. I really don't know the person, but you know what? It's Valentine's Day, so hey.
They got shows like that.
Bring it out.
Go back to it. Scroll down. Let's see. Naked priest slaughtering a goat.
What
Naked
the hell?
priest. Read that. The festival.
The festival called Lupercalia saw goats and dogs slaughtered by naked priests.
What you think they were slaughtering those goats and dogs to another god? Read that. The ancient pagan.
The ancient pagan festival, Lupercalia, began in a dark, sacred cave as far back as the 6th century BC.
Come on.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
A group of Roman priests would gather and strip naked before slaughtering a goat.
Why you gonna strip naked? Why you stripping naked for, man?
Always got to get naked.
Hey, what does God say about? Go to Hebrews 12, man. I'm gonna show you what God know what He talking about. God made him. He know exactly what type of spirit this man got in him since the days of old. It ain't changed. Hebrews.
And you know how much Esau, they'll show themselves out. They'll actually show you what they're all about. They made a movie 3. How can you make 3 movies of one brother torturing a sister? 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh,
you see that? I seen the first one.
So it's about torture.
The brother had this sister write a contract, and he literally whipped her, do all types of things with her before he had sex with her.
I didn't know that.
I didn't even know that.
Talk to me.
They had like 2 right.
I never watched it.
And there's a book on it.
Yeah, they got a bunch of books. That was America's. That was a bestseller in America.
Yeah. Hey, check your
a whole bunch of Edomites bought that thing.
Stuff, man.
Was you the truth watching that?
Yeah, you
all right, let's go.
I don't think you even see anything. I don't much remember it.
And verse 16.
Brother, you ain't right, bro. You ain't right.
Hebrews 12 and 16. Read that.
All y'all gonna be doing push-ups after FCN.
Shame this brother out.
Hey, run it.
Hebrews 12:16 about Esau.
Bring it out.
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Lest there be any
So he's
fornicator
letting you know he's a fornicator.
or profane person.
Godless person. He's a profane fornicator. And he's godless. Read on.
As Esau.
As who?
As Esau.
As your neighbor-friendly hood white man.
Right.
There we go.
Your neighborhood-friendly white man, God says that he's a fornicator and godless person from way back when, man.
Yeah.
Go back to the article.
Yeah.
Ain't he the one who created porno?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, man.
That's why he can take our book and then go to Genesis and say Adam was
and
naked.
Eve.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
With no shame.
No shame.
They had to be naked because we like being naked.
You know how godless they were? They had, with all the power on earth, because they ruled the whole entire earth, they haven't set not one holiday from the Holy Bible for God.
Not one. Good point.
Dang.
Not one.
One.
That's godless.
So
That's godless.
So they call themselves mad at God. Huh?
Right.
So you wanna
That's what they're
accept me?
doing, rebelling. And they're going to have to pay for it. Go back to that. So it says, 2 of the priests, the second paragraph, a group of Roman priests would gather and strip naked before slaughtering a goat. You got to get naked to slaughter a goat?
Crazy.
I guess they wanted to free ball it. As a representation of sexuality and then a dog for purification. 2 of the priests would then have the animal's blood smeared on their foreheads with the same knife used for the slaughter. Hey, man, that's how you catch diseases right there.
There's that corona right there.
Coronavirus. Before wiping it off with a piece of milk-soaked wool.
What?
Dip it in milk?
What the hell is
That's
this?
how they get off, man.
They drizzle the milk on it.
So
Hey, these are some sick people.
So the
when in
next
Rome,
do is the Roman. Do is the Roman.
It's a bunch of
This
men
what they was
doing it.
doing.
Right. Go to says brutal whippings to aid fertility. So we read about the whippings, right? Scroll down. I want to get to a main point. Scroll down.
Naked as shit. Nothing but men.
Right there. There we go. Sex fuel. Scroll up. Right there. Sex fuel. Read that, officer. Read that.
Sex fuel Love Island lottery. Once the beatings
Go ahead.
Once the beatings were complete, a Love Island style matchmaking ceremony would take place, according to some legends. All of the unmarried women would reportedly add their names to a large urn.
So all the unmarried single sister hoes out there, the whores, go ahead.
Before it was passed around any single Roman
So
man.
wasn't no proving. It was just whoever got their name picked out of the basket, I'm yours for tonight.
So Valentine's Day was ancient Tinder.
Damn.
Swipe.
Man, you just cut a lot of people, man.
Swipe.
Match.
Swipe. Oh, it was old MySpace. Huh?
Right.
MySpace.
Tom came back on the earth and made MySpace.
Right.
Man.
Oh,
Go back to it. It says once the beatings. Read the second paragraph. Yeah.
All the unmarried women would reportedly add their names to a large urn before it was passed around any single Roman men, who would each pick out a name.
Scroll down.
What the hell is this?
Read that.
The couples who were matched up would remain together throughout the festival, with many going on to stay together afterwards, while the exact details of what they'd get up to remain a mystery.
Vukovic. That's what it is. Vukovic.
Previously admitted the entire festival had a sexual aspect.
Read that part again.
Previously admitted the entire festival had a sexual aspect.
A sexual aspect. Now this is not. Look at this. This is where Valentine's Day come from.
Yeah.
Now what does Valentine's Day? Now I'm not even gonna go to the next article. Let the article speak for itself. You think this stuff happens for no reason? No.
Right.
I'm gonna go to Psalm 64, man. I got all the scripts
Break
in my
it
head,
out,
man. Psalm 64. This had a sexual the whole festival, right? Psalm chapter 64, and let's read verse 6. Read that.
Psalm chapter 64 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
They search out iniquity.
They search out sin. Lupercalia come from Rome.
Right.
Valentine's Day come from Rome.
Right.
That's thousands of years ago. They searched out that sin of fornication. Read on.
They accomplish a diligent search.
They made sure they went into the annals to make sure they got every aspect of how Valentine's Day came about. They know the name that it was called before it was called Valentine's Day.
Right.
Read on.
both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart,
the mind
is deep.
It's deep. They don't just throw stuff out. They make sure that it is well planned out. Yes. They make sure it's searched out historically. They make sure that the events that they got carrying on right now, they know exactly where it come from.
Right.
Jump up to verse 5.
Verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. Mm-hmm. They
commune means they have meetings.
Right.
Bring it out.
They meet on this. Listen, we got to introduce this to the majority of the public. Yeah. We got to make a holiday. We got to make this popular.
Yep.
So marketing, sales need to happen.
Right. So they was like, they'll commune. They'll say, hey, so are we gonna still whip each other? No. Let's get the heart kisses to give one another. Yeah, we could do that.
Right. Read.
They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
You see that? That's their thought.
Who's really going to research what Valentine's Day means?
Right.
That's what that means. Who shall see them? Nobody will find out that this goes back to an ancient pagan festival where we used to pass around the hoes' names in the urn.
Right.
They'll never look that up. Just give them some chocolate and roses and they'll be totally fine with it.
Right.
They don't have no problem with the beating. They got that bondage stuff. What they will change is they ain't finna kill no dog. Right. Chuck, you have gone too far with the dog killing.
Right. You gonna marry it. That's why. Can't kill their husband.
Peter
is what it's called.
No, save the dog.
Hey, so you see it said it had a sexual aspect to it, right? Go to the next article. Go to the next one. Now look at this. I just want to read the title. Teenagers and issues related to Valentine's Day. Because all of us was in high school, middle school. Well, they used to stop class so you could get up and go around the desk and pass out Valentines to everybody in the class and to that certain person you wanted to.
Right.
We all was raised up in that.
You had that big envelope for that sister.
Yeah, there was.
Big one.
Or you kept the bear stuffed in your locker, and when it was time to give it to you, can I get a pass to go to my locker? I got a gift for her. And you pull out the damn bear out your locker, right? Yeah. We did that. So we all experienced that, right? Pull up the picture. I think I posted the picture, right? Pull up the picture. I want to read a certain segment of the article of what it was talking about. Do we got it? Do we got it? We got it. Read that for us real quick, officer.
When your teen is dating, another major issue is curfew and what they will be doing. Since St. Valentine's Day is a romantic day, many teenagers may be planning on having sex.
Hold on, what?
Hey.
What the hell?
What
in the hell? Many teenagers, because you let them have a boyfriend.
Right.
On Valentine's Day, your daughter ready to get her back blown out.
Right.
Damn.
Bring it out.
Unbelievable.
Over some candy.
Yeah.
Right.
In a
Over
bear.
chocolate.
Right.
Cheap.
Over some fake roses.
Yeah.
Right.
Over a Dollar Tree teddy bear.
You played yourself, sisters.
Yeah.
You played yourself.
The value, your whole morals out the window for a box of chocolate.
Threw away her virginity.
Basically, America's telling you, prepare your young youth to get blown out.
Right.
Prepare them to be hoes. Prepare them sons to be whoremongers.
Right.
Prepare them to come to the clinic because they're going to catch something.
Right.
Because they're going to be feeling, they're going to get caught up in the emotions.
Right.
And some of them going to go out there and bareback. Oh, and we waiting on them. Oh, we waiting on them.
So you November babies, we know.
Right.
And
Go back to it, man.
And what they did this year, and they disguised it as something else, but they gave them kids off early release. Down here, it's early release tomorrow.
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Oh, they wicked as hell.
So think about this.
Hold on.
12 o'clock.
Go ahead, officer,
You
because I
already
think you're
know.
going to say it.
Early release.
I bet
you know you get home early. The parents ain't home.
They still at work. Oh,
They
this
still at work.
place
You
is
know it.
wicked as hell.
The parents don't even know it's early release tomorrow.
Florida is wicked as hell, man.
I was just
You
talking
know
about
what we was doing when the parents went home.
Every early release, that's what we used to do.
Oh,
Exactly what
man,
you
that's
used to do.
wicked as hell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come to
If
my
this
place.
ain't Babylon the Great that
Babylon,
ought to be
y'all.
destroyed, I don't know what place is,
That's a
man.
setup.
Yeah. Hey, fathers, you in Florida, you hearing this right now? Call off. Tell them you going to do half a day, and when your daughter come home,
Bring it
you
out.
going to be sitting there right there on the damn couch
For real.
watching TV like,
Oh, she'll sneak them in through the window. And not only that, but these parents are letting these children go to the movies.
Of course.
Oh, I'm finna go meet them. You think they don't have sex in the movie theaters?
Yeah, absolutely.
You think
You better believe it.
brothers getting hand jobs?
All of
sisters?
them- all of
Yeah,
them-
they do that.
Watch this.
Bring it
Check
out.
this
They
out,
do
though.
that.
Watch this. Go back to the article. It's going to show you. Valentine's is a romantic day. Many teenagers may be planning on having sex because Florida's letting them out of school early tomorrow.
Right.
Read that.
Unfortunately, in today's world, teens are becoming sexually active, often around the sixth grade.
Around what?
That's
grade.
They ain't going to be letting 11-year-olds go home so the little boy can go home and...
Right.
11 years old.
What's wrong with you?
Sixth grade, they about 11.
11?
Yeah, they 11, 12.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's bad. It's bad because in the hood now, when a sister say she a virgin, most men like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
No way.
Yeah.
You celebrate Valentine's Day? No way you a virgin.
Hey, give me that Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 10.
Break it out, man.
Hey, before you grab that, you gonna read that. Go to Google and show them the price of how much a ruby costs. The most expensive ruby
Price of a ruby.
of a ruby.
That's amazing.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 10. For you sisters that want to sell yourself short for a box of chocolate,
Yeah.
Right.
for some teddy bears,
Yeah.
for some flowers, for a gift card, for the movies. You got that article? Read that. Read that until they get it.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 10.
Read.
In New Jersey, go ahead. New Jersey, they doing it. Go ahead, man. Read it.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
It says, who can find a virtuous woman? Read.
For her price is far above rubies.
Now that virtuous woman is going to be kept in store for her husband. She ain't going to be opening her legs to any brother that pass by.
Look at them prices.
You see the price of those rubies?
279,000. 17. Go to the next. 17,500.
That one $1 million.
$1 million.
Come on.
$1 million. $11,000 for a ring.
Damn.
53,000 for a .21 carat.
Now read that again.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Read.
For her
Scroll down
price
some.
for her price is far above rubies.
So you telling me that teddy bear costs $30 million?
Damn.
It says her price is far above rubies. Women, you Israelite women, you're worth way more than that.
That's right.
And we sell it ourselves short.
Right.
For damn Dollar Tree.
Oh, bring it out.
Box of chocolates.
Balloons.
Bring it out.
$2, $3 at the most, and God says you a virtuous woman, you worth more than $30 million.
Right.
Your number, your value is priceless.
Right.
Right.
You can't even put a number on
Right.
how valuable you are.
Well, you can't go to the store and buy that.
No.
You can't find a virtuous woman out in the world.
You can't order that off Amazon.
Right. Can't do that.
Go back to the article, man, because it gets worse. It gets worse, yo! Atlanta, they said they got a snow day. New Jersey, they let them go home early. This place is full of wickedness.
That's
Atlanta
cold as
don't
hell.
even snow.
Right, that's cuddle
It just
weather.
get cold, man.
That's
Go
crazy.
back to the article.
hell
man.
is this?
So look at that. Sexually act. It says around the 6th grade. Read that. However, start it. However.
However, typically 6th graders do not consider oral sex as being sexually
I'm
active.
done,
Wow.
y'all. I'm done.
Hey, this place got to go. Lord, send the bombs.
Go on now, get.
Send the bombs,
Send
Lord.
the biggest bomb ever.
I'm done.
Yeah.
They must don't know you still could get herpes in your mouth.
Do you see what 11 years old are doing? So they going to the doctor. Heimlich not broken,
Right.
T.I.
Right.
The whole her whole jawbone.
Jaw.
Oh, I remember what they used to call you. They used to call you jawbone.
Chicken head.
Jabba jaw.
Go back to that, man. However, typically, 6th graders do not consider oral sex as being sexually active. For them to put that in an article, guess what that means? They have talked to 6th graders, and most 6th graders have put their mouth on a little boy. I'm a virgin. The only thing I did was
X, Y, and Z.
Right.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, my daughter was
and you can't check their mouth.
Right.
Nah.
Nope.
Bring it out.
Unless they...
Hey! Halfway.
Take a few steps back.
Man,
Hey, you fathers. You fathers. If you
crazy, man. Valentine's Day for your eyes.
Right. You fathers, if you truly love your daughters
You
now.
better have a sick day tomorrow.
Right. Use that vacation time for that day right there.
Make your daughter stay home from school and you stay home with her.
Y'all watch them 12 Years a Slave or something.
Right.
Go back to it. Let me finish. Let me read it. It says they don't consider oral sex as being sexually active. Therefore, St. Valentine's Day is another opportunity to discuss sexuality with your teenager. You can explain your expectations, the consequences of being sexually active, pregnancy and STDs, and precautions they need to take if they decide to become sexually active.
Like they grown, they know it.
Like they grow. If you want to have sex, you
11-year-old.
can have sex.
man.
11-year-old. I just want to make sure you know the consequences of what happens if you decide to lay down and spread your legs for a 10-year-old boy.
Right.
Amazing.
The consequences, my foot off in your.
That's the consequence.
Hey, give me this
I will
script.
roundhouse kick you.
For real.
We don't advocate violence. Beat him on the sides. Like
Right. According to the word of God.
And Lord says beat him on the sides.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, officer.
Give me that Sirach chapter 26 and verse 26. Sirach chapter 26 verse 26. Let me
Kentucky
see.
got
about to
parent
say.
teacher conference.
Kentucky got parent-teacher conference tomorrow.
What?
Man, these people are wicked, man.
They have
You got to work,
So
though.
they catering to
So the
sex.
parents got to work.
Right.
Catering to fornication,
But the
y'all.
teachers.
This place got
Look,
go.
remember the script said the inward thought of every one of them is deep.
Hey.
They knew this was coming up, so they started putting on the calendar
Right.
made up days to get people off, kids out of school
Oh man.
to go do the do.
Right, because they're going to be skipping anyway.
Boy, some
Basically,
furniture moving.
parents
Boy.
parents are rubbing the backs of their children to go ahead and do this thing.
Right.
Be whores and
The school
whoremongers.
already making it available. They're giving you the time off. Go ahead and do what you
All
gotta do.
for a
Because
box.
Do what thy wilt.
Cause don't they have like parent committees or something that can tell a school board? Nah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They can
Right.
go and tell what they.
And if you go
know?
to like your local city governor or mayor and stuff, you know, city school board,
Right.
you can get that stuff stuff changed, but most people, black people ain't doing that. Definitely, we at work. We ain't got no time to take off. We try to get that 10 cent.
Right. Trying to make $1
to 11 cents.
Right.
Go ahead.
Hey, read that.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 26.
Bring it out. Verse 25.
Verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
That's why when you see in our neighborhood, we have a lot of bees and hoes.
Yep.
God, read that again.
A shameless woman.
So you mothers and you fathers who's allowing your daughter or allowing your son to have boyfriends and girlfriends, read it again.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Do not be surprised when somebody's talking, hey man, that girl right there give good head. Who you talking about? Her right there?
That's my daughter.
That's my daughter. Don't be surprised.
I didn't know it was your daughter, man.
No, I mean her right there.
She's 12 years old.
Right.
Now you got another R. Kelly on your hands. Go back to the article. Go back to the article, man. It says if they decide, right? It says just because you discuss precautions doesn't mean you are giving your approval. Go
Yes,
down.
you are.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you are. Yep.
Right.
The only way you're not giving your approval is you bet not do nothing. You gonna wake you. Tell you right now. I brought you into the earth. I take you out.
You're right.
My daddy used to tell me, man. Go back to it. All right, sit on it. Okay, go to the next article. Go to the next one. Check this out, y'all. Check this out. I want to see if we get through it, man. Go to the next one. We almost finished. Look at this. Now look at this. You go out there, you messing around with that and Valentine's and one night stands and giving up your body for some chocolate and stuff.
Here we go.
You might not know who you get with. Right. Woman cuts daughter's hair after baby daddy got it fixed by another woman.
Wow.
Go to it. Let's play the video from her. Because this is on World Star, so we might be good. Play this. Look at this, y'all.
Ostrich alert.
Ostrich alert. Be crying.
I don't care. I told you, stop playing with
They
me.
motherfucker cut my baby hair out of here.
Unbelievable.
Look at that shit.
Ostrich.
That shit sad.
She cut the little girl's hair off.
But you don't hurt the dad. You hurt her feelings. You hurt my baby feelings. My baby sat there for 2 hours.
I do my own girl hair.
My baby sat there for 2 hours.
Look at this.
Look at her face. She cut the little girl's hair
Wicked,
off
man.
because the baby daddy got it done by another woman. You met go that. You want to have sex in high school? You mess around, get linked up with one of them for life.
He ain't even with her.
No, cut the little girl's hair off right there on the spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Go to
Baby can't do
look at that little
nothing.
girl's face.
Terrified.
Look at her face, man.
And the little boy sitting there like this.
I can't believe
Ostrich.
Right.
Look at that, man. You gonna scar that little girl for the rest of her life. Cause you want to celebrate Valentine's Day, giving chocolates and stuff in middle school and high school. You got linked up
That baby hair
with
was
somebody you
long, too.
didn't know.
That baby hair was long, and she just
that's it.
Snip.
Look at that, man. That's terror in that little girl's face, man.
Amazing.
You keep messing around with these Valentine's Day, you gonna get and all it's sexy. Look, go to the next one. You
Yeah,
get
you
hooked
gonna
up
get
with
that shameless
You
woman.
gonna get that ostrich.
Right.
Now look at this. Look at this, y'all. Pull up that article. Pull up an article, cause you might think you're just going out for dinner and stuff. You think that women, you're crazy.
Right.
You're crazy if you think we just taking you out cause we like you.
Right.
Read that for us, officer.
Forget the cards.
Forget the cards.
90% of men want sex for Valentine's Day.
Survey says.
Right.
90% of men.
The 10% are the Edomites that want the whips.
Yeah.
The 90% is Jake, is Israel.
Right.
90% of men just want sex.
Right. That's it. They just want the drug.
That's facts.
That's facts. That's a survey.
That's facts.
So they're gonna go above, get the chocolates.
Right.
Get the flowers.
And guess
get the
what I
teddy
want
bears.
after this?
Think about it.
You want dinner? No problem.
God says their prices above rubies. That's a lick. If all I spend was $30 to get the drawers,
Yeah.
and she costs a $30 million plus,
Yeah.
and I only spent $30 to get it.
Yeah.
Golly, want me to
Yeah, give me
shameless.
Hebrews 13:4.
Bring it out.
Because within that 90%, it's a whole lot of girlfriends
There
and
you go.
boyfriends.
Yes.
Husbands
Married couples not
and married
doing
couples, we ain't worried about that
Nah.
for real. We get it whenever we want to. That's single man
That's right.
and single women, or
Hey.
single man that took that survey like, hey, I buy some flowers, some cake, a teddy bear. I spent $15. That between your legs is worth $15.
Damn.
Give it to me. That's all it's worth, $15. Nothing more.
Right. I ain't come here for nothing.
Even most sisters that be like, nah, I'm gonna milk him for everything he got. Ain't gonna be that easy.
Eventually,
Still, at the end of the day, remember, brothers will hang their head low for a while.
Right.
They don't care. They'll wait. They'll spend that money.
Yeah.
Right.
You got brothers like that.
And they know.
And the next thing you know, he'll get the draws.
Yep.
And he's on to the next one.
Right.
Yep. And you end up with a baby mama.
There
like
you
that.
go.
Right.
You got a
See you
baby
in
daddy
November.
like that.
Right, I had a cousin. He'll
Go to
literally
November.
tell his sister, "I'll pay for it." Literally tell her. He don't even shoot game. I'll pay for it, and he pays for it.
Damn.
Hey, go back to that article. Hebrews 13:4 real quick before we take the call.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
So the bed is undefiled between a husband and a wife, not a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
Right.
A boyfriend and a girlfriend, if you laying down, you are defiled. Both of y'all.
Right.
Read on.
What? Whoremongers
You man that sleep around.
and adulterers, God will judge.
And I didn't even pull up the article that on Valentine's Day, guess what happens a few weeks later? The most cases of STDs happens right after Valentine's Day.
Bring it out.
You know why? God is judging.
Right. And a lot of divorces too. A lot of divorces too, because that woman, a lot of adulterers. I ain't get what I wanted for Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Or our sex drive ain't like that anymore.
Where
I
was
wanna
you
go
at
get-
on Valentine's Day? What happened? Oh, you was with that other. I saw you. I caught you. I had somebody follow you.
Right.
Divorce. Hey, we got Captain Gad online right now. Captain Gad in the house.
That's right.
Hey, Shalom, man.
Hey, Shalom.
How you doing?
Turn him up. Turn him up a little
Turn him
bit.
up for us.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I'm gonna tell you something, 'cause I know where to go. I'm gonna tell you. Hey, this Valentine's Day stuff, I'm telling you, you paying for STDs with a box of chocolate.
Yeah.
Hey, bring it on.
Hey,
Bring it on.
STDs with a box of chocolate.
With a box of chocolate.
That's true.
It shouldn't say Hallmark on it anymore, ain't it, Cap? It should say STDs.
Herpes.
Right.
Herpes.
All praise.
Hey, all praise to the Most High, man. We appreciate the call.
Hey, how's the
man.
weather,
That's
man?
right.
How's the weather up there?
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, it's cold as hell.
Hey,
I said go to shield.
Captain Gaz in Denver right now. That's why he's not on
That's
FCN, but he's cold, man. Hey,
Freezing his
the
ass off.
FCN fans is gonna keep you warm with their prayers.
That's
all right.
right.
That's right.
That's right.
Hey, all praises, I'm gonna need it. All praises.
All praises, man.
That's right.
Hey, let
Both
me get
sides
the
Christ
script.
bless.
Let me get this script.
Hey, shalom, y'all. What's up?
Hey, shalom,
Hey,
Cap.
go ahead, pull the script, Cap.
Hey, 1 Thessalonians 4 and verse 3.
Bring it up.
1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
For this is the will of God,
That's
right.
good.
even your sanctification, that ye should abstain from fornication.
That's the will of God, that you abstain from it.
Yep.
Valentine's Day, all it is big bowl of fornication.
That's it.
Bring it out. This is a day dedicated for fornication.
Yes.
Right.
Read.
That every one of you should know how to possess his vessel.
You see that? Possess your vessel. Your vessel is your body. Control your members. Read.
And sanctification and honor.
You see that? And honor.
And honor.
By
yeah.
you possessing yourself, respecting marriage, not falling for this okie doke, the Valentine's Day, where it's a free pass to go fornicate, because this is a time period where they pushing condoms.
Yeah.
Chocolate in the box of condoms.
Yep.
God said that's fornication.
Yep.
Possess your vessel.
And
Keep it
honor.
honorable.
Yep. Same to you, men and women. Keep your body honorable, man. Cast away the wicked imaginations of this world, man. Women, you're more valuable than a box of chocolates and a teddy bear.
Right.
Man, your rod and the body parts and what comes out of you, God says, it's the greatest thing on earth. You actually create gods.
Right.
Right.
And you willing, as long as you buy some chocolate, go back to the thing, pull it up. You buy some chocolate. You like, hey man, I'm trying to get this up out of me, man. I don't care where it land, what happened. I ain't worried about taking care of it or nothing, man. 90% of men want sex for Valentine's Day.
Right.
Yep.
So you get that chocolate, sisters, you already know he plan on making you a whore later on that
There you
night.
go.
He's actually paying for sex, so you're really on Valentine's Day. You're making yourself a hooker.
Right.
You know what's coming behind
know
that.
what time it
you
is.
know what he want.
Get that.
Go. Hey, scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit. I'm gonna read it real quick. 90% of men say that sex is the #1 thing they want for Valentine's Day. #1, man. Pull that script, officer, real quick.
Hey, read that.
Chapter 19 and verse 29.
Bring it out.
We
Do
almost done.
not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
That is what you women, you men, you fathers, you mothers. That's what That's what you're doing on Valentine's Day. You're prostituting your daughter.
Yep.
You're prostituting your son.
There you go. You prostitute yourself.
That's what you're doing. Think about this. You think we men would keep Valentine's Day if women weren't involved?
No.
What thing we keep where it doesn't involve a woman?
Right.
I wait.
Right, I'll wait. Everything we men do is based off of the woman.
That's right.
Bring it out.
I'm gonna get a good job, so I get me a good looking woman.
Yep.
I'm gonna get me. Guess what? I'm gonna get the best looking car, so I get me that good looking woman.
Bring it out.
Everything we do is for the woman.
Yep.
Think about it. I'm gonna play football, get this $1 million house for my mama.
Yeah.
Even if you go any way you look at it, we do it for the woman.
Yep. Hey, go to the next article. So you sisters, I hope you don't hold yourself out. Hope you don't do it, because any man that gets you something, Valentine's Day come up, he wants something.
Yeah.
He want it. Go to the next one. Pull this up. Pull it up. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna just read the don't confuse sex and love on Valentine's Day.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
A lot of women do that, especially women with low self-esteem. You confuse sex and love. You think that the reason he bought you these chocolates and these flowers and these teddy bear is because he loved you. No, he bought that because he wants sex with you. That's why a lot of you women have had your heart broken soon after Valentine's Day.
Right.
He paid for it with the Valentine, with the chocolate and stuff. He got what he wanted, and then he lost interest in you a few weeks or a few months after that. He lost interest in you. He wasn't, because you confused love and sex.
Right.
Let's go to the next article. Go to the next article.
That lets you know the white man did a good job. He did a great job when it came to this evil right here.
Yep.
He said, you know what? I know we doing something very stupid, but I'm going to get everybody else caught up.
Yeah.
Watch how it works.
Watch how they follow us in our profane and fornicator ways.
There you go.
All we got to do is give Negroes some chocolate. They'll follow. Hey, pull it up. Pull it up. Let's pull it up real quick. So I just want to read the title of this: Valentine's Day spending. This is in 2020, right? Go to the next one and let's see what the picture, because I went straight to the statistics. Pull it up. Let's see how much money is going to be spent in 2020. Read that for us, officer, the top part.
Valentine's Day spending to hit $50 billion in 2020.
$50 billion worth of whores and whoremongers in 2020.
Amazing.
Because you're going to be buying gifts, right?
Right.
Valentine's Day, men expect sex. 90% of them want the draws.
Right.
And $50 billion worth of prostitution on Valentine's Day.
They break it down on the next sentence.
Read that.
All told, Americans are planning to spend roughly $50 billion for Valentine's Day in 2020, combining $19.2 billion on gifts and $30.7 billion on activities.
What kind of activities?
Right.
Hotel.
Right.
Hotel.
Yep.
Hotel.
The Red Lobster.
What else?
Right.
Yeah.
Wine and dining.
That
Yep.
Pandora's bracelet.
Yep.
Right.
Every
Ankle
kiss
bracelet.
begin with Cain.
Oh.
Got him. All of this is for the draws later on tonight. And if they don't get it, you're going to see a side of them that you didn't know they had.
Right.
Lingerie shop's gonna be sold out.
Right.
Everything.
Because they had that on their mind, and they expected you to know what they wanted. Because I don't give a damn about this stuff. I only got this so I can get what I really want later. You didn't look at the survey? 90% of us want it. 9 out of 10. And that one might have to check his,
Right.
He might be 1 Corinthians
There
6
you
and
go.
9.
Yay.
Go back to it. So man and women total spent. So you see that, right? Go down.
Yeah.
Go down. Man versus women total spent, right?
It's by equal.
Okay, K-Scroll. Okay, so you see, man, second line says, man are expected to foot slightly more of the Valentine's Day bill spending, approximately $26 billion on that day, with women planning to spend $23 billion.
So they ain't, wow. It ain't just the men.
Right.
The men.
Everybody paying for the draws, right?
Everybody paying.
Because you know the sisters doing it too. These sisters starting to act like men nowadays.
Yeah.
For real, like,
hey, I got you that gift. You know what I want later on.
Right. Nick,
come on. Make sure you over at 8 o'clock and drop the draws.
I don't want no back talk.
Get in and get out and leave.
Right.
They the one with the jobs. They spending the money.
For real.
Right.
Hey, go to that last video we got here, because you grade about $50 billion worth of chocolates and gifts and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Look what we really doing as a people. Look at this, man. Go to the video, and I want you to play it. Look how. Read that for us. Read that for us, officer.
The dark side of Valentine's Day.
This is what we don't worry about. And they talking about dark chocolate. The dark side of Valentine's Day. Read that.
Ties between the chocolate industry and child slavery.
Child slavery. Hold on, I thought slavery was over.
Right.
I thought the curses of Deuteronomy 28 were over.
Right.
Oh, child slavery. Play the video.
Here we go.
Turn us up.
Day, one of the busiest days for sales of roses and chocolate. And I understand, Amy, that the roses are piling up outside your apartment door already. This year, Global Exchange is working to raise awareness about part of the dark side of Valentine's Day, the state of the world's cocoa producers who make chocolate. According to Global Exchange, cocoa farms are home to widespread child labor and even child slavery, especially in West Africa.
Global Exchange is calling on the world's biggest chocolate company, M&M Mars, to start selling fair trade certified chocolate. We're joined right now to end our show with Melissa Schweisguth, who is the fair trade coordinator for Global Exchange. Welcome, Melissa.
Good morning.
Well, I'll say happy Valentine's Day, but I don't expect you're going to be celebrating with, well, particular chocolates.
That's right, but there's lots of fair trade to celebrate with.
Can you talk about where chocolate comes from?
Well, chocolate is made of cocoa, as you probably know, and about 70% of the world's cocoa comes from West Africa, with 42% coming from the Ivory Coast alone.
Pause it.
So,
wow.
Did you hear the statistics, y'all? 70% of the world's chocolate comes from West Africa,
right?
Where they still got child slavery going on in certain places. So you got black women over here profiting. You got whoremongering man profiting off the slavery of your people that are still on the west coast of Africa.
It didn't come from Willy Wonka.
Right.
No, it wasn't Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Right.
70% of the world's chocolate that we eating is coming from the slavery of your brothers that are still on the west coast of Africa, where the bishops and the captives are over there trying to awake our people right now.
That's right.
We got our people here in America that are going to enjoy the slavery that our people are still going in.
So it went from blood diamonds to blood chocolate now.
Damn. 70% of that, man. Hey, we're going to end it on this. Colossians 2:8, man.
Bring it out.
That's the dark side of chocolate. 70%. And they enslaving your brothers and sisters in Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Ghana, the Ivory Coast. Also, you can have some chocolate and a night full of fornication. Colossians 2:8.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy.
Valentine's Day is full of philosophy. From Cupid, that's a daggone Roman god, the son of a Roman goddess, Venus or something like that. Lupercalia, that's philosophy, talking about whipping women with animals animal skins to make them fertile. That's philosophy. Read on.
And vain deceit. After the tradition of men.
Valentine's Day is a tradition of man. And what man? It's the tradition of the white man.
Right.
Not of God.
Not of God. It's going to say that. Read it.
After the rudiments of the world.
So if you celebrating Valentine's Day, you are worldly.
Right.
You are real worldly.
Bring it out.
And not after Christ.
Because Christ ain't got nothing to do with Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Bring it out.
That is not how he showed love to his neighbor. That's not how he showed love to his people. You have been deceived because if you do more research on it, Valentine's Day was Christianized by the Roman priests.
Bring it out.
Right. Bring it out.
That was stripping naked.
Yeah. They found a way to bring it into the church by calling it Valentine's Day instead of Lupercalia.
The same ones that molested little boys.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
So
we call it Valentine's Day. What do they call it? Saint Valentine's Day.
Right.
Wow.
Valentine's Day, exactly right.
We used to scream Black Power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.